Wonderful. Blessings. So, it's lovely to see everybody here. So this big elephant in the room, we're going to call it the CV19. We're not going to give it its whole energetic name because we don't want to invoke the fear, the label that is being perpetrated. It is a reality. It's here. You can see us through the smoke here. We've saged the room at the moment so that we have been able to breathe in saged air. And the sage is amazing for all bacteria and germ and anything that's in the air, whether it's virus, pollen or pollution. It drops it to the ground, we hoover it up, it goes. So we take all precautions necessary, but as the Sufis say, you know, you pray to Gaia and you still tie up your camel. You make sure that you are safe, okay? So this workshop is a workshop on release and detox. It's releasing and detoxing and letting go of this fear. And I call it FEAR, fear. False evidence appearing real. False experience appearing real. False emotions appearing real, okay? And if you can release and push through this fear with the you face it, you don't run away from it, you recognise that, you know, there has to be dark as well as light. There has to be, to know the darkness, you know the light. To know the light, you have to have felt the darkness. So there has to be this balance, and that's the understanding that you can stay in that state of fear or state of love, that state and balance of being centered, being recognise that you are not alone. You are not alone in your own body. You have so many different personalities in your own body. You have so many different germs, bacteria, friendly bacteria in your body. But we have to recognise that they have to vibrate and resonate to love. Does that make sense? So we are going to this morning, we're going to do our very level best to bring in the angels to help you to find that space and place of the centeredness, so that when we release and let go of the fear, the false evidence, into that space comes the vibration of your sense of balance, your sense of polarity, your sense of knowing that you can shine this light and that you can be safe. And this is with the sensible head on as well, okay? We've still got to take care. We've still got to change the way we are. I've just had this morning a very long conversation with my wonderful personal angels, my domestic goddesses and my PAs, to say that we have to change the way we are. And that's about changing the old paradigm, not saying, oh my God, but saying, oh my Gaia. How lovely is that? Because it's about earth, it's about being solid. And rather than rushing up to somebody and hugging them and being overly needy, not that you want to be needy, you want to be loving, but rather than engulfing them in your hug, what you're doing now is you're respecting their space, okay? You're taking a step back, not to be afraid, but a step back to be able to hold the space. And if you can hold the space in love with whoever you greet, not banging their elbows or hitting their fists, but recognising in reverence, heart to heart. You know, you can be heart to heart, hand to hand. Hold up your hand, hold out your hand to receive, or you can put your other hand on your gut, protecting and holding the stance of divine love. This is the power of love. Holding the heart, holding the gut. Try it. It's really strong. That was the love of power there. If you have your left hand, it's amazing, isn't it? Left hand on your heart and your right hand on your gut. This is the power of love. Turn it round, it's the love of power. Try it. Try it. It's the love of, yeah, doesn't it feel different?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to kick butt. Sometimes you have to have the love of power.
Yeah.
But most of the time, the power of love is how it feels right. How does that feel? It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
You can really feel it in the heart.
Yeah. Swap it round. Feel, that's it. Okay? Because when you greet somebody now, rather than, and then stepping back and go, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that, and feeling guilty, and feeling, and seeing the other person recoil in, oh my God, I wish I hadn't done that. Okay, because that's what's happening. I'm watching it, I'm seeing it happen. So you can recognise that by giving people space, and this about releasing the fear, releasing and letting go, is about holding the space, following the guidelines, being at least 2 foot away from the person. I keep people talking to me and I keep stepping backwards. It's like, no, I'm not stepping away from you. I'm trying to hold the space. I want one hand's width in front of me so that you are one hand's width, one hand away from me. That's the safe space. And when we're both one hand away from each other, we're safe. Does that make sense? And so, you know, being paranoid brings in the fear, okay? But what does it take to have a wipe or tissue or a flannel with some soap on it to wash the door handles? Nothing. It's easy. A spray, I have a spray of water with some tea tree in it, or On Guard, or the water itself is antibacterial. You know, those little movements, they're changes in our way of being. And we are being forced to do it. We're being forced to look at, do we really need to go on that holiday? Yes, we do. But do we really need to go to the other side of the world at the moment? Or can we wait until it's safer for all concerned? You know, we're not saying don't do it, we're saying not yet. And so it's changing the attitudes. And it's amazing because no one in this room that was here in 2012 when we were having these conversations as well, saying it's all going to change. And we went, oh yeah, no, yeah. It's changed, hasn't it? It changed last year. Everything and anything that could go wrong last year went wrong, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Everything ended. It was the end. It was the end of the cycle. It was the end of the 7 years. We're going into the next 7 years, and that's where we are right now. So, and let's do it with joy. Let's do it with excitement. Let's do it with love. Because I am looking at the way it's unfolding, and I think in certainly at the winter solstice, I was saying very loudly, it's all going to change next year. It's all going to be different. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be incredible. Okay. Little did I know that this very little microviral thing was going to come in and turn it all upside down and on its head. Okay. 2020 vision is amazing. Hindsight.
I got 2020 vision in 2020. I got my eyes lasered.
Did you?
How weird is that?
That's amazing. So you can see more clearly. Can you see the virus?
I wish I could. It's not here anyway.
Well done. And it is about hindsight, okay? And it's about not knowing what the future is. We don't know. Nobody, no single person knows what's going to happen to somebody else. They can have an idea. They can have a good gut feeling. They can have a very good analysis in their head. So their gut, their head, but what does their heart say? Okay, because it's the heart that makes the difference. So it's that is important. It's that which gives us, you know, are we going to worry about the future? Are we going to sit and be stuck in the past? Or are we going to be present in this moment? Present in this moment, in a state of abundance, a state of joy, of love, not fear and doom and gloom and panic. Okay? It's a state of being in love. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start in that space. We're going to start. Does this make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Does it show that it's baby steps? Mm. It's baby steps in the moment. If your child was born thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to run in 10 years' time, it wouldn't, would it? comes into the world all giggly and happy and just be. And it just bees until it can sit up. And then when it sits up, it can crawl, and then it can run. And that's how we are. And that's how we are at this time. We're finding out, so let's have compassion for our politicians, for our counsellors, for our friends and family, for our children, for our grandchildren. Have compassion for everybody at this time, okay? Because we are here doing something that will resonate in the matrix. It will make a difference. The message from Amma, if you've seen my newsletter, is to do the Amma, and this is to bring the light into your body. So we're going to do this in a minute. We're going to do it for a good 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, sounds like a really long time, but I tell you, once you do it, it really brightens you up like a candle. So Amma, the divine goddess, living saint that we have on the planet at the moment, she is suggesting that we clear this fear, we detox our bodies by bringing in love. And love is Ma, and we release the fear through the We bring in the light with the So Ma, and by bringing in Ma all the time, or Ma, it is bringing and filling up your lungs, it's filling up your body with light, and it's you being the candle, it's you being this light. And I have to tell you, it really brings in the joy, the sunshine, the light. So that's one thing that we can do. She's also suggesting that we do the Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. So Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu, this is the translation.
May all beings be happy and free, and may my actions contribute to their happiness and freedom.
Wonderful, thank you. I knew that, but I just didn't know how to say it all in one go. May
all beings be happy and free, and may my actions contribute towards their happiness and freedom.
Wonderful. So that is again a mantra, and the mantra is Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. And my mantra from the Angels of Awakening, which again has come from many different places, is to have facts, not fear. To wash your hands, keep clean. To wash your hands and have an open heart. And have the space and place of the one love, the one heart, the one breath. Breathe as one. So that you are encompassing the light of the angels. So that's your mantra. Facts, not fear, clean hands, open heart, Amma. How does that feel? It's good, isn't it? Lovely. So we are now going to start with the meditation, and we're going to go into that place of the heart, calling in the angels, bringing in the angels of Atlantis, the angels of awakening, the angels of the Elohim. I'm just going to ask person closest, we're going to turn the video off now because we're going to start again in a second. Blessings.